Hi, I'm Brian Harper with Harper's Country Hams, and we're here in the kitchen today to answer some common questions that we get from customers who maybe aren't familiar with country ham or maybe received one as a gift. Now, a lot of people are used to this as a ham, and this is actually a chopped and formed water added ham that has 35% added ingredients in it besides ham. This is an actual ham the way it looks before a lot of companies would chop them, form them, and add water to them. But the unique thing is we hand rub and hand craft each one of our country hams by rubbing sugar and salt on it. It's a natural process where the salt and sugar go in and water comes out. So this is a dry cured product, and it's not going to be wet and squishy like a city ham will be. Some of the unique things about a country ham is they're 3 months to sometimes over a year old. And that natural aging process is what really gives country ham its unique flavor. Along with the way we smoke hams is a natural hardwood smoke over several days, where your quicker cured hams or water added hams will just put a smoke flavoring in. We use actual hickory sawdust and smoke the old-fashioned way. This is a ham that goes back for generations and would have been done the same way as the first settlers coming to America from Europe. So we're going to address some common questions that we get from customers who aren't used to country ham. Maybe they're used to a water added ham and don't quite know what to do or how a country ham should look. And I'm going to ask Robert Ed to play the role of some of our customers, and then I'll come back and answer some of the questions and describe some of the unique, really tasty things about a country ham. Oh look! Santa Claus left me a country ham. Oh no, my ham has mold on it. It must be burnt. Mama, this ham has mold. I think it's burnt. Okay, so now you've got your country ham. And as Robert Ed said, sometimes country hams have mold on them. That's a completely natural characteristic to a country ham. Now, although when they leave our plant, nowadays with modern technology, they don't have mold on them. But if you store one for a while at your house, or as they hang in a grocery store before you purchase them, they can develop mold on the exterior. That in no way ruins a country ham. In fact, the old timers will tell you they wouldn't want one without it. And as you can see from this article from the early 60s in the National Geographic with my grandmother Thelma, all the hams hanging behind her had mold on them. That used to be part of the process and was understood. It's an easy process to clean a light surface mold off of a country ham. First, we'll remove the netting that it came in and discard that. Then you want to take a mixture of 50% white vinegar and 50% water, and we're just going to sprinkle that on. Take a scrub brush and just lightly clean the mold off. That's all you need to do, and the ham is ready to be cooked or prepared as you would like. My ham has a red edge. What is up with that? They must have spilled food coloring on it. At Harper's, we use a real hardwood smoke on our hams. Now, if you'll notice, much of the ham is covered by skin, but in order for the cure to get in, it does have an exposed face of lean here. So when we smoke, the smoke goes into the lean. That red ring is where the smoke has penetrated. And you want to see that in a good country ham. It lets you know that ham's been smoked, and it's going to have that nice, sweet, smoky, savory flavor that you look for in a quality country ham. And finally, Betty from Townsville writes in, I received a ham from my auntie 3 Christmases ago and stored it quite properly under my bed for these 3 years. We cooked it this Christmas and don't understand why it was so dry and tough. So it is true, country hams don't require refrigeration and can be stored for some time. But in our example, 3 years is a little too long, maybe quite a bit too long. Country hams are going to continue to age and dry as you store them. So it's not going to taste the same 3 years from now as it did a week after you bought it. Some people do like to age their hams a little longer, but I would say 3 to 6 months is all that you want to do. And that's going to give it a stronger, more country cured flavor. So if you're not familiar with a country ham, you probably don't want to age it longer. And certainly be reasonable with your aging. So I hope we've told you some things about a country ham that maybe you didn't know, or addressed some concerns that maybe you had if you're not familiar with country ham. Country ham is a great southern delicacy, and I hope you'll enjoy a Harper's ham soon. They make great holiday meals and family memories that will live on for years. I'm Brian Harper with Harper's Country Hams.